Benvenuto miei amici. Mi chiamo Venus Callida. Welcome to Riddle Me Snack Night, a food for the gods and goddesses edition. This is Venus Callida, here to play a game with you. Solve the riddles to reveal ancient Roman recipes for the food served in ancient rituals to honor the gods and goddesses of their Mediterranean world, like me. Haha. Even though time is eternal, for our ethereal beings, there's no time for us to waste, so let's get to it. Round number 1. Riddle me this. I'm made from fermented grape juice, yet I have many different names and types. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 2. This sometimes comes in a jar. It comes in a bottle too, and when it comes in a pot, you might see Winnie the Pooh. What am I? Riddle number 3. What is a spice that's sweet and brown? It's in your dessert when it's rolled or round. Name me. Riddle number 4. I'm a dried flower bud, unopened with a fragrant flood. What am I? Da-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na, pew, 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 pew. You missed me. Riddle number 5. You might sometimes see this color on the feathers of a parrot. It is the name of a fruit and the same color as a carrot. What am I? Do 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 do. All right, Ave Msoul, how many of my riddles were you able to solve? Let's review and find out. In riddle number 1, I'm made from fermented grape juice, yet I have many different names and types. What am I? Wine. And you're going to need 1 bottle of red or white wine of your choice, but dried would be the best preferred. In riddle number 2, this sometimes comes in a jar. It comes in a bottle too. And when it comes in a pot, you might see Winnie the Pooh. What am I? Honey. And we'll need a 1/4 cup of honey for this recipe. All right, now, in riddle number 3, what is a spice that's sweet and brown? It's in your dessert when it's rolled or round. It's a cinnamon stick, and we'll need 1. In riddle number 4, I am a dried flower bud, unopened with a fragrant flood. What am I? We're talking about cloves. We'll need 2 to 3 cloves for this recipe. In riddle number 5, you might sometimes see this color on the feathers of a parrot, and it is the name of fruit and the same color as a carrot. What am I? Orange peel. We'll need 1 orange peel for this recipe. So Venus, you may wonder, what does this make? It's mulsum. That's right, mulsum. It's right over here, actually, in this pot. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Here it is. I'll stand behind it right here. Mulsum. What is mulsum? It's an ancient Roman spiced wine. Mulsum was a beloved drink made by mixing wine with honey and spices, offering a sweet and warming flavor and honor to the gods and goddesses, such as myself, here at my temple of the Vestal Temple. All right, because I'm Venus and they're a name for me. And now it's yours to enjoy. All you have to do is gently heat your choice of wine, honey, and spices in a pot all together, but do not let it boil. You can see here all the peels and the slices of the oranges that's floating at the top here with the cinnamon sticks and everything. The beautiful red wine color. It's oh so lovely and warm. Okay, you're going to allow this mixture to steep for 10 to 15 minutes. Strain it and serve it warm or at room temperature. I love this one. Awesome. All right. But while you're sipping on this ancient brew, let's get started on snacks with round number 2. Riddle me this. Known as tamar or fruits of paradise, I am a symbol of power, wealth, and triumph. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 2. I am a nut made into milk, often paired with honey. My name is used to describe an eye shape. What am I? Banana, 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 banana. Riddle number 3. This is something that is sweet and it's very runny. It is found in a beehive, which means that it is... what? Riddle number 4. I'm bark-like, but not from a tree. Sprinkle me on toast and you'll agree. What am I? Na 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 na. Ta na 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 na. Na 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 na. Well, what do you say, Msoul? Do you think you've solved my riddles? Let's review and find out. In riddle number 1, known as tamar or fruits of paradise, I'm a symbol of power, wealth, and triumph. What am I? It's medjool dates. Dates. Yum. And you'll see that I've got a tray full right over here. Let me just set myself up right behind this one. I want you to pay attention now. These, they're so yummy. They're so yummy. Happy that they've been involved in many rituals honoring me in the past. Now, we'll need 12 medjool dates for this recipe. Minimum. In riddle number 2, I'm a nut made into milk, often paired with honey, and my name is used to describe an eye shape. My eye shape, in fact. What am I? Almonds. Now, if you don't like almonds, you could also use chopped walnuts for this recipe. And we'll need a 1/4 cup of chopped walnuts or almonds, to be precise. Now, in riddle number 3, there is something that is sweet and is very runny. It is found in a beehive, which means that it is honey. Woo! We need 2 tablespoons of honey. I found that honey is very prominent in the baking and the treats and even the meads for ancient Greece, ancient Rome, ancient Egypt. Love it all. Love it all. That's my wheelhouse. Yes. And in riddle number 4, I'm a bark-like but not from a tree. Sprinkle me on toast if you'll agree. What am I? It's cinnamon. Again, we'll need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon for this recipe. All right. So Venus, you might query, what does this make? Straight from ancient Rome and featured at many dessert tables of Italian weddings these days. It's still a very common treat, even now. Honeyed dates. Let's take a quick look at this. Oh, look at this. These are so wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I love these. All right. Now let me tell you a little bit more about them. What you're going to need is you're going to need to slice each date lengthwise and remove the pit from the middle, so you're kind of like opening it up. Then you're going to stuff it with the chopped nuts, drizzle with the honey, and sprinkle with the cinnamon. You can fold it closed too if you want. And if you're hosting guests, you can warm these up, these stuffed dates, in an oven for just 5 minutes at 350 degrees before you serve it warm. So we've got, let me take a look over here. So far, honoring me, here we go. We've got our wine, we've got our dates. Honey is a theme through all 3, but what are these? Do you even know? Well, I'm going to explain. Here we go. Msoul, we have something to sip and something sweet, so round 3 will bring us something savory to eat because we got to balance out this little snacky night. All right, riddle me this. I am a cheese that originated in Italy. I am the byproduct of making hard cheeses like mozzarella. I can be fresh or aged and am often used in desserts. What am I? do 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 ba-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na. Riddle number 2. I am a white powder used to make breads and cakes. What am I? Ba-na-na-na, 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 ba-na. Riddle number 3. She is the sister of Wimpy, mother of Sweet Pea. Who is she? Riddle number 4. I'm a liquid, but I'm not water. I'm sticky, but I'm not glue. I'm sweet, but I'm not melted chocolate. I'm found in a comb, but I'm not hair. What am I? Riddle number 5. I'm a tiny seed with a subtle nutty grace, adding a slight pop in the muffin space. What am I? That adds a textural delight. Well, Msoul, let's find out if you were able to reveal the mysteries of this recipe from ancient days. In riddle number 1, I'm a cheese that originated in Italy. I am the byproduct of making hard cheeses like mozzarella. I can be fresh or aged, and I'm often used in desserts. What am I? It's ricotta cheese. We'll need 2 cups of it for this recipe. Now, riddle number 2. I am the white powder used to make breads and cakes. What am I? Flour. In this case, we recommend spelt flour or any whole wheat flour that you like. We'll need 2/3 of a cup for this recipe. Okay. In riddle number 3, she's the sister of Wimpy, mother to Sweet Pea. You may know her as the girlfriend of Popeye the Sailor Man. Who is she? Olive oil. And we'll need 1 quart or 1 liter of olive oil or lard for frying. Of course, I would use olive oil myself. Ancient times, you know. Ancient graces. I mean, I did invent the olive tree, don't you know? Okay, but neither here nor there. We'll need 1 quart of olive oil or lard for frying. And you may want 1 to 2 inches of oil in your pan before you get started. Now in riddle number 4, I'm a liquid, but I'm not water. I'm sticky, but I'm not glue. I'm sweet, but I'm not melted chocolate. I'm found in a comb, but I'm not hair. What am I? Honey. And we'll need 1/4 cup of honey for this recipe. Now, in riddle number 5, I am a tiny seed with a subtle nutty grace, adding a slight pop in the muffin space. What am I? We're talking that textural delight. Poppy seeds. Now, we recommend using the white poppy seeds, but if you don't have them and you have the black poppy seeds, go ahead and use them. Either way, it's wonderful. Now, so Venus, one might wonder, what does this make? Looky down right here. Looky down right here. Look at this. Look at this. So yummy. The savory of our evening's festivities. What is it? They're called Roman cheese fritters. Their traditional name is ensidum. Ensidum. And here's how to prepare them. In a large bowl, mix the cheese and flour together thoroughly. You want a smooth batter that is the consistency of toothpaste. So add more flour if your batter is too thin, or more cheese, or a bit of water if it's too stiff. I like to just kind of like wet my hands and just put it in first rather than pouring a bunch in. I just wet my fingers and get that in there. All right, now you're going to heat the olive oil or the lard enough to be about 1 to 2 inches deep in a large shallow pan until, let's see, it's between 325 degrees Fahrenheit and 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, while the oil is heating, fill a piping bag or a zip top bag about 2/3 of the way with the batter. Overfilling the bag can make it harder to work with. snip off the end or corner of the bag to make it an opening that's about 1/4 inch in diameter. And when the oil is hot, carefully pipe spirals by holding the bag vertically over the oil. Using even pressure, start in the center and pipe a continuous spiral that's about 3 to 4 inches wide. Then bring the line of batter through the center of the spiral. This will help to keep its shape. Use a knife or a spatula to separate the lines of dough from the piping bag. So like a little snip will do it. Let it fry for 30 seconds, then use a spatula to gently release the spiral from the bottom of the pan if it's sticking. You're going to fry for another 30 seconds, then carefully flip it over and fry for another minute or so until it's nice and golden brown. Just look at the beautiful sunshine color here. Gold, the metal of the gods. This is it. I'm just going to sit right here with this one. All right. Now, so next thing you're going to do, once it's browned, you remove it to a wire rack set over paper towels to drain. Repeat this process with the remaining batter. I know we're making it one at a time, but look, it's so worth it with the love. Make it with love. You're going to repeat with the remaining batter, adjusting the temperature as needed to keep it within the 325 to 350 degree Fahrenheit range. I only fried one at a time, but if you feel confident and your pan is large enough, you go ahead and do 2 or 3 at a time. If you're an expert, you go for it. The amount of batter should make about 12 to 15 inside them. Refill your piping bag with batter as needed. Now you're going to warm the honey to make it easier to pour. Then you're going to drizzle it over the insidem. Sprinkle the poppy seeds over the insidem. Then serve them forth. Bring them forth for all to enjoy. They are crispy right off out of the fryer, but they lose the crispiness within a few minutes, so you're going to want to make these right before you chow down on them. Still, they're delicious. Even if they're not crispy, they're still delicious. They're so nammy good. Now, Ave Msoul, these are the ancient snacks they honored me with. I hope they are to your liking. I mean, if they're not good enough for you, my goodness, what can we serve someone if they were good enough for the gods and goddesses themselves? Now, you can enjoy these ancient recipes, tweak them as you wish. They were used as offerings to us in my ancestral empire, and I hope you enjoy this ancient Roman snack night, food for the gods. This is Venus Callida. Buon appetito, miei amici, e arrivederci.